Hello YouTube, Dallas Gamer here with another video. Now, I had to confess, I took back what I said in my very early Water Tanks video, saying that the M4 Liberté is going to be my last tank. I really wanted a tank that makes me not only a lot of money, but also war bonds, because if you guys check out the war bond store in Water Tanks, they also sell tier 10. Yeah, tier 10 tanks. Both heavy, light, and medium. Actually, no. I don't think there's any light tanks, but I could be wrong. But still, I wanted the Death Star, the tank destroyer tier 10. And it literally like one shots a lot of tanks. So I really wanted a tank that does a lot of damage per shot. So yeah. And I eventually bought this tank because this tank looks both modernized. I like the fact that it has rockets, and since I mentioned about the rockets, this is literally my first ever tank that has this feature, the rocket boost, and so far I'm loving it. The only downside about this tank, and it's kind of obvious for those of you who play War of Tanks, you would know the trend when it comes to a tank having high mobility. This tank, obviously, with its rocket propellers and the way it moves around, the mobility usually comes with a cost, and that cost is armor. Now, if I'm correct, the Chinese heavy tanks, they also have rocket boosts, but those rocket boots, they only could push them so far, and they technically still have armor, which is why they're classified heavy armor. But this tank is super mobility, like it's super mobile. So it feels like a light tank, especially with the rocket boost. It really does feel like a light tank. But the downside is the armor. But the good thing about this tank is it's a jack of all trade, and technically it does have armor. It's literally on its turret. The turret is the only thing that has armor, and you can see it right here that I managed to bounce from a tank destroyer. So that actually surprised me, but at the same time, it made me feel good the fact that I got this tank. So yeah, I kind of lied to myself. Um, Maybe I might buy one more tank, but that'll be the last of it because, yeah, I'm making a self promise to not spend any more money, especially on video games. So, yeah, the reason why I spend money on water tanks is because I've been playing this game ever since it came out. And the most frustrating thing about water tanks is that you have to grind a lot just to get a tier 10. But if you spend money, you kind of make that progression a lot faster. So, me personally, I got this tank because it's a tier 9 premium tank and it does do war bonds. In other words, this tank is marked for you to generate war bonds, especially if you have a good game. Even if you lose, if you still had a good game where you managed to do a lot of damage, even though you lost, you still generate war bonds, and that's exactly what I wanted, especially in this tank. And if I'm correct, the tier 8 and below, they do not generate war bonds. You have to be a tier 9 tank or 10. So yeah. And just a recap, tier 10 in this game, water tanks, is basically the top of the food chain. And so far, the only tank I have is a non-premium tier 10 heavy tank, which is the T57 heavy, which is my first ever heavy tank. Well, not my first ever tank, but my first tier 10 tank, and I love that tank. I really do. I love all the loaders. That's why I was grinding to get that. I could have grind to get to the French tech tree, but for some reason I'm kind of biased with America tech tree because they're a jack of all trades and they really do feel versatile. This tank, it does feel like that American versatility, but if you guys look at the name and hear the language, it's a Chinese tank. But still, I really do love this tank. And in my opinion, it's money worth investing because I'm definitely gonna use this tank a lot, and I'm loving the rocket boost. Aside from the rocket boost, I love the small detail design of this tank because it looks super modernized, despite the fact that, according to the background lore, this tank was created in I think 1959, which is why, hence the name 59. So yeah, this tank really does look modernized, and I love it. Well, guys, I'm gonna end it here and enjoy the gameplay. And at the same time, I hope you guys enjoy some banner that I recently received. I had to thank this artist who made an art for me. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy all the stuff that I've been making so far. And I really do want to make this YouTube channel grow. So yeah, I'll be featuring a lot of games. My next game, I'm probably gonna feature Dark Tide, and I recently got the DLC, the Arbitress. So yeah, I'll feature that soon. Well, guys, thank you for watching Kadalis Gamer and enjoy the gameplay footage. Kadalis Gamer over and out.